question is, when you're standing at a crossroad, what do you do? Real sweet, when a fork is in the road. When the world is on your shoulders. When your back is up against the wall. Come on. What do you do? You hold on and keep the faith. Tell somebody on your road, say, come on, tell somebody sitting around you, keep the faith. Come on, encourage somebody else, keep the faith. Come on, where do you look? When there's nowhere else to look. Where do you turn? When there's nowhere else to turn. Where do you go? When there's nowhere else to go. What do you do? When there's nothing else to do. You gotta remember, you're in the master's hand. And the master has a plan. So hold on. Hold on. And keep the faith. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. He has worked it out before. But you're working out again. Trust God. Trust God. And say victory is mine. Victory is mine. Tell somebody victory is yours. You're gonna make it. Say victory is yours. Tell them. Throw your arm around somebody and say victory is ours. God is gonna see us through. We're gonna win. Victory is ours. Say. Tell somebody, keep the faith. Tell them, keep the faith. No matter what you're going through, God's got your back. Throw your arm around somebody. You come too far to turn around now. Hang in there. Hold on. Don't get weaker. Get stronger. Tell somebody on your road. God's gonna help you. You can recover. You can recover. No weapon formed against you. If God be for you, nobody can be against you. Greater is He that's within you than he that's within the world.
Well, good morning, Sweet West Sunday School. I would like to thank everybody for coming out, and we're going to open up with a song page 143, Standing on the Promises. Standing on the promises of Christ our King. Standing on the promises of Christ our King. Through eternal ages let his praises ring. Glory in the highest I will shout and sing. Standing on the promises of God. Standing on the promises of Savior. Standing on the promises of God. Thank you. Can we bow for a word of prayer? The gracious and heavenly Father, we thank you for assembling us this morning. We thank you for your blessings. We pray that you continue to bless us, oh Heavenly Father. We want to pray for those that had the heart to be here that didn't, and those that are on their way, and those that are off abroad that may be watching live. We just want you to protect us and keep us safe. Those that are out of town, we want to pray for the safe traveling grace, dear Lord, and we just thank you for all your many blessings. Amen.
Amen.
Well, this is the day that the Lord has made, and let us rejoice and be glad in it. I have the pleasure of introducing our new superintendent of Sunday School, Mr. Stanley Jenkins. You all know him, our very own, a very faithful servant of Sweet Rest Church, and we're just gracious to have him, and at this time we'll bring Mr. Stanley up.
Thank you. Well, first I want to start off by saying thank you for being here, and I want to also offer our condolences to the Joanne Thompson family. Of course, we've been through this time before, and this too shall pass. We just pray for the family, and let's keep them lifted up. Okay, let's keep them lifted up. Well, first of all, I guess I want to thank you for this opportunity to be your superintendent. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but in order for us to find out, I must do it. With that said, that's also a big part of my topic. We must do it. Too often, the first thing we say is, that won't work. Well, how do you know if you haven't tried it? What I've learned is that fear, non-assurance drives us more than we admit. How many of us have wanted to start a business but didn't? We never know what's going to happen until we try it. How many have tried to ask somebody out on a date but didn't because you were too afraid? You never know what may happen unless we try. Failure and rejection happen. How you rebound it determines your growth. That is the goal of our Sunday school, growth. Not just in numbers, but spiritually. We can have 200 people in this Sunday school and not accomplish a thing because we didn't have the Spirit involved in it. So I want our Sunday school to grow spiritually and financially and physically. All of those things matter to a Sunday school. So our plea this morning is to ask you to help your Sunday school grow. Some of you may say, how can I help? Of course, this is the first thing is to come. That's how you help your Sunday school, first by coming. And be on time. Be participatory. That's probably a made-up word. What I mean by that is come and participate in Sunday school, not just being here. Yes, we want the bodies here, but we want your spirit to be in it, in the place also. Help make your class exciting by talking about exciting things. No one wants to hear that your dog bit the cat, that scratched your couch, and you got to have it reupholstered. Everybody has a sad story. Well, let's talk about the good things that have happened in your life, those things that the Lord has brought to you that have made you happy. And if you don't have that, listen to other people's joy. You know what that does? It spills over, and it can bring joy into your life. So let's try to make our Sunday school classes exciting and not miserable, because misery does love company, but joy loves joy, and it spreads when things are joyous. So that's what we want to make our Sunday school classes about. What can you do to help? Of course, we said be here. Number 2, be a part of something. Many of you don't want to teach. I understand that. But you can do something. You can drive the van once a month or more often. You can help in the back with breakfast. You can help with children's church. You can help with vacation Bible school. There are many things that you can do. And it doesn't matter how small it is. Be a part of our team. I want you to make sure that you are involved. People that are not involved in things, they fall away. You can ask yourself and think back of many people that are part of this church and Sunday school that just don't come in very often or sparingly. We don't want people to fall off. It takes a team to run a business, no matter how big the business. Every one of you have a purpose here, and I need you to join in and be a part of our Sunday school business. We need to find it. We need to find what you're good at, and you can make the Sunday school better. But you may say, I'm not as good as someone else. It doesn't matter how good you are, how good you think you are. You must try. Now, I'm a person, I'm as old as I am, I'm still kind of athletic, and I like to play tennis. Well, this summer I played with a team that was not very good because we were trying to help them get better at it. That was the purpose of it. I wanted to help them get better. They were old, even older than I am. And my goal was just trying to make them better, let them have fun. Well, I knew we weren't going to win very often. But my goal, of course, was them to learn. I was the problem. We weren't winning. I knew we weren't going to win. And I realized I was the problem because I said, okay, if you stand right here and you just get the ball back, I'll do this, that, and the other thing. And we weren't very successful. And I realized, you know what? I'm stifling her because I'm not allowing her to grow. I put her in this box, and she's staying in that box. She's not willing to come out of that box. And I realized we can't do that. We're not going to be successful that way. So our last match, I said, okay, this is what you're going to do today. You're going to be here on certain plays, but then you're going to move up here. You're going to get in this box up here so you can take care of business. It was the best move we could have made because we won, right? We won because I took her out of the box that she needs to be here. I want all of us to get out of our box. We've got to be able to maneuver around. You never know what's going to happen if you stay in the same box that you're in. Just because you're in a nice, pretty gift-wrap box doesn't mean that it's the best thing in it. Yeah, I mean, you've all watched, what's that, Let's Make a Deal, and they have the car behind the old raggedy curtain or whatever, but you choose the nice, pretty box that has an old typewriter. What are we going to do with a typewriter? So we've got to get out of our box, our comfort zone, and do what we can do in order to make our church grow. I need us to get out of our box. So I want us to make sure that we are helping, because Stanley does not plan on carrying this load himself. I can't do it. Okay? I cannot do it. I need your help. We are a team. Now, of course, I'm a coach, so I talk football or whatever lingo about being a team. Well, that's what we are, and I need us all to be on the team. Now, think about that, being on a team. Not everybody has the same skill. I know that. But everybody has a part to do. Some of the best compliments I've ever gotten were from parents who said, my child really enjoyed being on your team. And I'm thinking, he didn't play very much. But it wasn't the fact that they didn't get a chance to play or that they did play. It was that I gave them the opportunity to show what they could do, and they realized that. I want everybody to realize what you can do by participating. Don't let one person do all the work. Everybody has a chance to do things. Teammates pick each other up when they fall. Teammates encourage each other when it gets tough. Teammates praise each other when they are doing well. Teammates are always there for each other. We must be good teammates at Street West Church Sunday School. You don't have to be the best player on the team. You must do your part. I heard Bishop Hill say that church is like a battleship. Some of you may wonder what that's all about. Well, I'm going to get back to that in just a second. Who's been on a cruise before? Been on a cruise? I've been on a cruise. And it's a wonderful thing. We don't have to really do anything for ourselves other than go eat when we want to eat. We don't have to worry about anything. You want to go to a show? The show is coming. Just go in there and go to the show. You want to go work out? There's a weight room. Just go work out. Whatever you want. There's somebody there to help you with your beck and call, right? That's not what Sunday school is about, folks. If we're going to come to Sunday school, we got to be a part of the team. For us, it's a battleship, and we have a job to do. A battleship has people on it that has a job that's so important that if one person fails, it could be detrimental to the ship. It could sink, it could be blown up, whatever. Everybody has something to do. You may not think it's important, but it is. Think about on a battleship, they've got a cook. You might think that may be the lowest job on that ship. But if those 5,000 people don't get fed, what do you think is going to happen? It's not going to be good. If that guy doesn't load that torpedo when they get ready to mash the button, nothing's coming out. It's not going to be good. Each one of you have a job to do. It does not matter how small you think that job is. It is instrumental in Sweet Rest Sunday School progressing. Now, we've been in a battle for the past 2 years or so with COVID, and people have decided maybe not to come back to Sunday school or for whatever reason. We've got to go out and reach out to those people. We got to get them back. And I want us to start in-house. I'm not worried about just yet going outside and picking up all the people that we don't know. And that's part of our plan. We're going to do that. But Brother MacArthur always tell me, things start at home. We're going to start at home. We're going to do our outreach within to start. We're going to get those that we don't see as often. That's what we want us to do. We want us all to be participatory and do our part. Now, there's a saying, Bishop Kennebrew said this. I'm going to get to that in just a second. We like to sit back and let other people do the work a lot. We do that. And then we do most of the complaining, right? Those are the ones that do most of the complaining. Ones that don't do very much are the ones that do most of the complaining. Well, if everybody's doing something, you're going to defend what you're doing and what somebody else is doing because we're all working. Okay? Brother Griffin and I would play football together a long time ago, but there was nothing that he wouldn't do for me on that field. I have seen him, even after we had graduated and we're doing some things, somebody tried to get in my face one time. He came to my rescue. Not that I just needed it, it's just that's what he did. That's what we do. We care for each other. We're going to be there for each other. That's what we need our Sunday school to be. Just because someone's not here doesn't mean they're gone, but we need to find out what's going on. Go get your teammate. Because if we don't, we're going to be on the football field with 10 people instead of 11. We need all 11 of them to do their part. So everybody has a job to do. Now, the ones that are going to complain, we're going to have it. People are going to complain. Bishop Kennebrew said that just because you paid your $20 doesn't mean you can raise $100 worth of misery. That's going to happen, though. We can't let that stop us. We can't sit back and complain about what others are doing. We need to get involved spiritually, physically, and financially. You may be the one who's able to help get things back on track. I need you to get on the team. What can you do to help? Do any and everything to help. It doesn't have to be a specific thing. Everything is important, no matter what the position is. On a battleship, there are 1,000 jobs and more people. Don't you know that every job is important? Not just from the captain giving orders, from down to the cooks also. Everyone, take your rightful place. It doesn't matter what position you have to take here at Sweet Rest. Just help the ship survive. We shouldn't be cruising. We should be battling, because we are the battleship. What can you do to help? Lead your household. Now, I might get a little personal here. Some have members of our family that don't come to Sunday school for whatever reason. I want you to think back when you were growing up. I know I can. Remember those Sunday night prayers back in the back room? You remember those, don't you, Deborah? As a family, we got together and we prayed and we worshiped. Let's get back to that. I'm not saying that you're not doing it, but I'm pretty sure a lot of us, we've gotten so busy with what's going on in the world. We're going to baseball games, taking kids to baseball games. I understand. We got to do that. We're going here, there, and everywhere. But let's take some time at our own household and worship the Lord. You can take your Sunday school books and just have a book club on Thursday night and talk about the Sunday school lesson. It's as simple as that. Things that you can do in your household to help your family grow, our Sunday school grow, our church grow. Easy as that. I often ask my nieces and nephews, what did you learn in school this week? And I never take the answer, nothing. I'm sure you've asked people that question before, and their answer is no. I do not accept that they're going to tell me nothing, because they learned something that week, I guarantee it. And so I'll make them tell me something, and then if it's like a math problem, they'll show me how they did it. I want to be invested in them. I want us all to be invested in our youth and our church, Sunday school members, because it's not just about me or just about you, it's about everybody. And we need to show that we are invested in them. If you don't have young kids here, that's okay. We have some young kids here. Now, we don't have as many as we used to have. We don't have as many as we'd like to have. People aren't having families as big as they used to. I come from a family of 10. I don't think there's anybody in here that has a family that large anymore. But we can invest in the kids that are here, and we can invest in the kids that we see in the neighborhood. They're not that far away. We can get them here. But we will have an outreach where we are doing that. But let's invest in our kids. Because think about this. If you invest in a kid and that kid's playing a baseball game or whatever, and you just decide to go watch them, you know how wonderful that would make them feel. And just think about this. What about your Sunday school class when decided we're going to go watch the kids play? Whatever. You know how great that would make them feel. And think about that also. That presence will be a standout for those that see, wow, their church family came to see them and support them. I wouldn't mind being a part of that. We have to do something a little bit different. But always make sure, I want you to make sure that we start with in our household. And it could just be as simple as Thursday night Sunday school lesson book club. Okay? And also being here on time. I said being on time at the very first part of it. A lot of times we are lackadaisical, and it starts at 10, but I get here at 10:15 before Sunday school class is over with. We can't do that. Why are we giving the Lord partial time, but we'll give JSU football all our time because we're going to start at the tailgate at 8 o'clock in the morning, and the game's not till 6 o'clock that evening, but I'm there the entire time. Now, I'm not picking on Jackie State, but you know what I'm saying. Give of your time. We need you to be a part of us and to give us everything that you've got. We are trying to build, again, not just physically in numbers, but spiritually. And if you are willing to do your part, we can do that. Parents, don't let your children, don't try to run your household, but don't let your children make the decision that they're not coming to Sunday school. I was never asked, are you going to Sunday school this morning? And I think we've gotten to that point in our lives, are you going? I was never asked that. The question I may have been asked is, are you going to be late for Sunday school this morning? And that just meant, don't be late. And if I had had that choice of, am I going, and I can make that decision, I may not be standing here right now. So my plea to you is, direct your household. And it doesn't matter if you don't have any young children in your house. If you have adult children with children, guess what? You are their influence. If my dad called me right now and said, I need to see you tomorrow, guess where I'm going to be? I'm going to be at his house. I'm going to be doing whatever he tells me to do. Why? Because he has that influence. It doesn't matter how old I am. I'm going to do what he says to do. And I need us all to do that with our children and our children's children. And if we don't have any of those, some children that are here that need that type of direction. There may be some parents that don't know how to get to their children like that, and maybe you will be the influence. We've had so many men here, in my life anyway, that I have so much respect for, and I've said this many times, that the R.G. Robinsons, the Cornelius Jenkins, those people that led a life in front of me, that I would like to model, because I saw great men of God, and we have to have those type of people in front of our children. If we don't have that, our church is going to go away. We had, a few weeks ago, I counted. I got the numbers of what we had in church. We had, I think, 152 at church. I believe that was the number. It was a pretty good day, actually, for us since 2020. But in Sunday school, we had like 50 total people, I believe, and around, I think, 18 kids. Those numbers are backwards from where we really need to be to make our Sunday school to continue to grow. So we've got to get heavy on our youth and not as much on our adults. So I'm asking you to help with that. How can you help? Just talk with them. Just do whatever you can do. Influence them. Make it exciting. Talk to them. Just do whatever. But we've got to change that dynamic, because if we're top heavy and we start losing that top, we may lose the bottom also. We got to make sure that our kids are here. Now, of course, I've rambled and I've just talked about things, and so I'm off of my script, but that's okay. I want us all to make sure that we are doing our part. Where can we start? Let's start building from within, as we said, and we'll add from the outside. We need everyone to come and get out of their comfort zone, because things may change. Don't stop coming to Sunday school. Things are going to change. The more we keep doing the same thing over and over, we're going to get the same result. And if it's a good thing, yeah, we keep doing the same thing. But if you don't see any increase, we have to do something a little bit differently. But as long as we stay on the foundation, we should be willing to try and do anything. And you may not have the same opinions as everybody else, saying, well, I don't think that's going to work, or I don't like that. It's okay to have that opinion. But don't try to sink the ship because it wasn't your idea or you don't like it. Support it. If you want to tell me, I don't think that's going to work, Brother Jenkins, that is fine. I don't have a problem with that. And you can give me ideas of what you'd like to do. But if we decide we're going to try this, I need you to support it. There have been many times, I'm going to have to put another hat on real quick, many times as a trustee that the church decided to do something I did not want to do. But I did it because my church needed my support. And I am always going to support the church. And so now I'm asking you to support the Sunday school. support it. If you don't like the idea, that's okay. But a principal told me one time, if you have a problem, when you come to me, have a solution. That's what I need. If you have a problem, bring the solution that you think will work, and we can try that. That's what I need from you. That's what I need from my Sunday school members. We need everyone to get out of their comfort zone because things may change. Don't start coming to Sunday school because things have changed. Give it a chance to see how it works. Give yourself a chance to see how you can make it work. Make it better. How do you know it's not going to work if you haven't given it a chance? Someone took a chance on you when they married you, hired you, dated you. Give your teacher and class a chance before you quit. Now, here's what we plan. We will have, of course, our regular classes. Now, we've adjusted the ages. Go with us for a while. And when you don't think it's working, come to me and we can work it out. Quitting is not an answer at all. We do not accept quitting. This is where the kids will, on Sunday Fun Day, I didn't say that. Sunday Fun Day is what we'll have once a month. We're going to get that started as soon as we can. Maybe not this month, but following month. Sunday Fun Day. Our kids, because this is where we got to invest our money and our time. Our kids are going to have Sunday Fun Day. They'll meet in the back. Sister Alexia and the youth teachers will bring them programs. It'll be a quick lesson, but we're going to have some fun for them to do because we know kids like excitement. So we've got to have some excitement for them. And when they go to school the next day talking about, man, what a good time I had, that can spread some excitement and some joy to where their friends will say, yeah, I'll come to church with you or Sunday school with you. That's what we want to do. How can you help with that? You can volunteer with that. Donate extra monies to the cause. On that day, we'll have a general session for the adults and sometimes separate the men from the women's classes. That way, husbands can talk about their wives and wives talk about their whatever. But we can have a good time with our own genders, just having a good time. We need your help, adults, for when we prepare for the Bible quiz. We're going to put that information up in just a moment. But when we have these, we're going to have some mock competitions. We need you to have studied where the lessons coming from also, so you can help them when they compete. So we'll have some mock trials in here. When your kids doing their homework, you have to read it, don't you, to show them how to do it. Same thing here. These are our kids. We need to prepare to make them better. So everybody has a role. It doesn't matter if you don't have a kid. When we ask the question, we need you to be able to help. Encourage your children and your youth to participate in the oratorical contest and music contest and whatever else they can do. We will have breakfasts in the future. Now, they'll start at 9:45 up until 9:59 because we're going to be in class at 10 o'clock. And we're going to go straight to class. We won't have to come in here and meet and listen to me ramble. We'll go to class, be on time so you can get all the talking in that you want to get in. And we'll dismiss at 10:30 to come back in here, and then you hear me ramble for a little bit. Or we'll plan to do other things and just listen to me. But you got to be on time. I know I'm not paying you to be on time. I can't do that. Okay? You're going to receive your payment somewhere else. And I think you'd rather have that payment than anything from me. But be on time. If you don't want to be here at 9:45 for breakfast, that's fine. Be here at 10 in your classroom where you can help participate in class. And also on the breakfast part, it's before. We may have some leftovers where you can get some afterwards for those late people. So the only people who should be getting some later is the ones that were late. So we'll know who's late if you go back there after Sunday school. So that's just a hint. Let's not let the Sunday school just be a thing that we do. Let's make it a passion that we have. Find your passion. Rededicate yourself to learning the word and the works of the Lord. Together, everyone achieves more, and if everyone does their part, and maybe just a little bit more, we will achieve so much more spiritually and mentally. I hope that you will join me on this battleship and do what you need to do in order to be successful and make our Sunday school successful. In the words of the Michigan football coach that really knows Bo Schembegler, he said, the team, the team, the team. Let's be a part of the team, and let's all get ready to battle. So I guess as your captain, I'm going to say, all hands on deck. That's what I need from you this upcoming year. Thank you.
We'd like to thank Brother Stanley for his speech. We'd like to remind everybody of our theme. The time is now. And our theme scripture verse will be Nehemiah 2nd chapter, 18th verse. Then I told them of the hand of my God, which was good upon me, as also the king's words that he had spoken unto me. And they said, let us rise up and build. So they strengthened their hands for this good work. I hope that the Lord will strengthen our hands for this good work. And I just like to remind everybody that when I was a child and I went to Sunday school here, it was like fun. Every Sunday. Not just Sunday school, after Sunday school, we go over here, we play volleyball, or we play kickball, or we play basketball, or we went behind Chad House, we played a little football, but we stayed together even when church was over. And it was just so much fun for me, and my friends were the reason that I was coming to Sunday school. You know, Ricky and Jamie used to come to my house in the morning and pick me up when I was still in the bed and be like, get up, man, you know. But I think our relationship's gonna help us to grow. And I think we just have to get a little closer to each other. I know we don't hang out with each other, but maybe we should. Maybe we should start being around each other a little more, you know, and we relate to each other a whole lot more. My Bible quiz will be coming from 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John for those that don't know. And for those who want to help with the Bible quiz, you're welcome. And I just want to thank you guys for the opportunity to be great, and I hope that we be great. I would like to close out. Brother Walter, would you close us out? Amen. Alexis would like to make a short announcement if she's. Oh, okay. Well. She just wanted to remind everybody of our Family and Friends Day. It's going to be on September the 18th of 2022. The time will be 10 a.m. So we would like everyone to attend. And we also have refreshments in the back for anyone. Yep. Oh, I got my phone. I got my phone. Okay. Our Sunday school changes will be, the teacher will be Ty Jenkins for 70 plus, Assistant Naomi Thompson for 70 plus. Our class is 60 to 69 will be Brother Henry Jenkins Jr., assisted by Willie Dillon. Our class is 50 to 59 will be Brother Larry Snow. Our classes for 40 to 49 will be Sister Helen Jackson, assisted by Brother Darrell Thompson. Our classes for 30 to 39 will be Betty Lloyd, and assisted by Cheryl Bibb. Our college class will be Chad Bibb, assisted by Sister Cheryl Hayes. Our high school class will be Sister Mary Brown, assisted by Alexa Jenkins. Our classes for age 10 to 14 will be Sister Connie Jenkins, assisted by Sister Tina McAllister. Our ages for 5 to 9 will be Sister Roberta Campbell, assisted by Sister Sonia Morris, substituted by Mary Courtney, ages 5 through 9. Jaleesa Scott will be the teacher for ages kindergarten to 4, assisted by Jennifer Bailey and Johnny Lynn Jenkins. Obadiah Jenkins Jr. is substitute for adults, and Brother Walter Lord is substitute for adults, and Sister Alice Snow is substitute for 5s. And this will conclude our Sunday school this morning. I want to thank everybody for attendance, and we have refreshments in the back.